Okay, awesome. So again, yes, thank you so much for taking this time. And basically, I just wanted to find out from each of you, just getting your different perspectives on what this experience has been. Now working from home, schooling from home, and just being under the same roof 24/7. So, and do you find that it's easier or harder having to do, the homeschooling?
I find it easier.
Yeah.
Like the quality, like the work is easier overall?
No, not that. Just it's easy, like the quality.
And do you work from home as well?
I really haven't been affected work-wise, but now my husband has. He's in the oil industry, and so as you know, that's really gone downhill, and so that has affected us because now we have to worry about where money's going to come from.
Landon, of course, I know you work in sales, and you were sharing with me that it's kind of a scary time right now because clients are not as forthcoming. So what is your biggest concern right now?
Well, when you work off 100% commission and it's all in business and every business is declining, a lot of businesses, especially smaller local businesses, they don't necessarily have the cash on hand to be able to advertise. And generally in the business world, one of the first things that people cut is advertising. And in a sense, it's counterintuitive because you should keep yourself out there to keep your sales going. But it's understandable because some people are having a hard time meeting payroll and even just keeping the roof over their head at their business. So in terms of preceding months, I know the income will definitely be a little bit dropped, but luckily our company is trying to do things to help us out. It's not necessarily going to be what it was beforehand, but it'll be enough to pay what I got to pay. And yeah, so that's that. But on the other side, the shoe business is still doing okay. Who would have known? Shoes are actually kind of recession proof. I swear to God.
It's because even in a global pandemic, it doesn't mean we can't look good. So
Exactly.
Even once the economy kind of opens its doors again, it might be kind of a slow grind back to our normal speed. So how do you already have a plan in place for how to keep yourselves afloat potentially for the rest of the year?
Like, I know growing up, we didn't have a lot of money in my household, so we ate a lot of things that poor people food, and so it might have to go back to that way, remembering that, you don't have to eat meat every night. You can go back to eating potatoes and beans and things, maybe alternate your meals. That way you can save on things that maybe won't be available to you later. So
My thought, what I was thinking about doing was putting bait outside in our backyard and shooting squirrels.
actually being serious, so
Just a few squirrels here and there.
Squirrels. Just as like a pastime or a
Food source.
food source. Okay.
should it come to that, he's saying that we do have options if we need for food source.
As a vegetarian, I
Yeah, she's vegetarian.
don't recommend it.
Bless you. On the vegetarian aspect, I've actually pondered the thought of getting an area in my yard to grow vegetables. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to come to that, but contingencies in place.
Right. Yeah. And I think that's one of the biggest takeaways from this experience. I think in many ways at every level, all the way from the federal level down to just us as individuals, we're realizing the many ways that we weren't as prepared as maybe we should be for something like this. And it's been really bittersweet to see how scary that is, but also how creative we've become in such a short amount of time. And so that leads me to my next question, which is, what is your hope for your family at the end of this?
Really, I guess that we all come out of this in one piece stronger. I'd say as a family unit, we're already pretty strong, but hopefully this brings us out stronger at the end of all of this. Maybe closer in some way, things that maybe some type of a even better mutual respect for one another, maybe something that we've lost. Not that anybody's disrespectful, but just maybe just a little better, because I think everybody has room for growth. So
in the beginning, going to the stores and seeing the empty shelves, and it just made me feel really panicky and like, what's happening to the world right now? Like, are we going to be okay? And I think one thing's for sure is that we won't come out of this the same, but my hope is that it'll be for the better, that we'll be stronger, that we'll be more connected, which is interesting that it took a global pandemic for me to just start calling people and being like,
reconnecting.
Right. And families are getting closer.
Yeah. Maybe people aren't quite so stuck, in their gadgets, because I know that's a massive thing. And I say that, and then I tell you, my kids are playing video games, and my husband, my son and my husband are playing video games, but really, we've been sitting down together more often at the dinner table.
Is there any encouraging message that you want to share with anyone watching this?
I said before, most millionaires were made following recessions. This is the pause you needed to push.
I guess mine is really simplistic. Just hang in there. I think that there's going to be a lot of changes for the country. I think everybody just needs to hang in there. Stay close to your families and your loved ones. Stay in contact. That's really the biggest thing I can say. Make meals together. Be silly together. Take moments to not be so serious. Just be silly with your family, because laughter, that's a big thing for me. I love laughter. So laugh with your family, even if that means staying up past, your typical bedtime. If that's when the moment strikes, then take it, take it.